NFL 22 on EA Sports.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jackson now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pick.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a first down.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else.
It's in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Jamar Chase, 67 yards. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Go! Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Shorts has got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball. What's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mahomes now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st down, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Edwards-Helaire. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morrison. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And he'll give it here to his running back.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get down at the 44-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
No.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Back to throw. Morrison. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. On 3rd down, Morrison. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. A 1st down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
And to give this time to the tailback.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 35.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Look at the big man rumble. 20. 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Chris Jones on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Shifts by him and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Let's go.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones.
Hate to see this. Week 1 of the back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off-play action. Morrison. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Morrison. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, Morrison.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morrison.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Now they'll run on the draw. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Morrison.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Jamar Chase.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously, the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Mahomes. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mahomes going to throw. Shorts on the reception over the middle. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I believe that buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that will be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Tampa Bay.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window, one being out in Las Vegas, where it will be the Raiders. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they've had some success on the ground, and with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. Throwing on first down, Morrison. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun, Morrison finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Mahomes now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right?
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morrison firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Morrison. Airing it out deep for Smith. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jamar Chase with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Morrison. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
To throw on 2nd down, Morrison. Under pressure, they got him again. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on fourth.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Morrison. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This a 43-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Get ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet. And you look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Mahomes firing complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
Not much there, only a yard. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
You see me?
Joe Tryon bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Shorts has got it. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. To throw on 3rd down. Morrison. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st down, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 38, Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And to give this time to the tailback. Able to push his way through. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 79 yards on the ground for him so far. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
So this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Great protection. This is Smith with a grab. And the Buccaneers are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Morrison. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
You ain't gonna burn me.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now it's Mahomes again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they take a knee.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bucs, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they obviously fall to 0-1.